This video series is all about, as its title implies, make you think like a hacker in order to better defend Windows systems. So you're going to be playing with machines that you're going to be compromising, these and Win 10 machines and Windows servers, etc. You're going to be using Kali to attack those machines. We'll use different vectors, and you're going to watch all those things transforming offenses in your QRadar CE. Now, what this is not is a course of teaching you how to become a hacker. In fact, if you use these tools, which are MITRE, there are even rules in the package that we'll talk in a minute that will detect that you are using MITRE. So you will be a very lame and naive attacker if you do that. Also, during the different attacks and scenarios we'll use, you may be thinking like, oh, but that will not happen in my environment because I have this firewall and that IPS and this EDR, and please don't think like that, because the objective of this is assume that the bad guys bypass all those things and they get to your system, and they do that often. And what you want to do is that you want to make sure that you detect those attacks when they get to the core of the Windows system. And that's the beauty of this particular attack. Now, in the video description of all my videos, there is a link. And you go to that link and you go to this box folder. Actually, in the beginning of the box folder, you get here, right? And in it, there are two things I want to call your attention upon. One is this folder. We're going to get back to, well, let's actually do it in here. In this box folder, you're going to find all the artifacts that are going to be described in this video series. You get everything in here. You don't need to develop anything on your own. The other piece that I want to call your attention upon is that if you go to the second page of this public folder, you're going to find a file. And these files are going to change with different versions. Right now it's version 249, but as I make more videos, you'll see that changing. So you download this file, and then you can easily search within this file. It's a PDF, and this is the series of Think Like an Attacker, Things Like a Hacker. So the first one is this. There's an introduction video. It is this video, what I'm describing right now. And then they're going to be use cases. Right now, we start with the first one, and I hope that I can publish every day a new use case for you guys to see. And below is the lab setup. When you set your Windows 7 machine with Sysmon and WinCollect, how you install Kali, how you put the beautiful QRadar rules that I'll show you in a minute in your system, and how you do the same thing for Windows 10. And here's some optional things, and the description is all that on those videos. But also I want to call your attention that in here you find how to download and install QRadar CE, right? And there are all sort of materials here. This is also very nice for a lab at home, which is the series on PF sensing, which you segment your network at home and you get logs and flows into QRadar. It's a beautiful thing. You can actually watch that on itself. But there are hundreds of videos in there related to QRadar. So keep that in mind as you learn more about this. What is so special about this video series has to do a lot with Sysmon. And in here you'll find these two files. I'm not going to open them in here because they just have a viewer. So I actually downloaded the files already, and I'm going to show them those to you here. Let me show you this document first. This is a massive amount of work that a fellow who is not only bright and talented but also hardworking, named Mutaz, you probably have heard me talking about him in the past. He created almost 300 rules that work with Sysmon and Windows, and more on that in Sysmon in a minute. And here's the Sysmon ID, the Windows ID, whether there is a building block or a rule, and the description. And this is a beautiful collection of rules that detects all sort of sophisticated attack once they are successful. So what makes Sysmon unique is that this is a free, in fact, everything that we are showing in here is free. The Curator C is free, the Sysmon is free, and Kali is free, all that. But this Sysmon is a free system from Microsoft. It's created by the same Mike Rosanovich, and it's something that lives in the core of Windows. So whenever a successful attack gets to it, this thing might be your last line of defense, and it will detect all sort of, sophisticated stuff, and it produces a verbosity of logs on everything that is happening that allows these rules in Curator to fire and alert you when a particular aspect of an attack is successful. Also, I want to show you this other piece of the documentation in which Mutaz actually mapped all these rules that he has, the ones in blue, with the different tactics and techniques of the MITRE attack framework. So if you are, when you, I have a video that shows that separately with the use case manager, when you look at your Curator system and see how am I doing in terms of the MITRE attack coverage, well, this is a good document to say, well, if you need something here, what are the things that Sysmon provides? This is not a video that says, well, this is better than EDR technology, or none of that. This is a video to teach you how to detect attacks when they get through that last line of defense, and the Sysmon agent will be helping you in there. One final word, I like to keep my videos short, and this is getting way too long, is this is a completely voluntary type of work. Even the guys from IBM that works and contribute to this, they are paying IBM to do something else, not to produce these videos or any stuff. This is a community effort. So if you see something that does not work, put the comments in the video description. If something that you would like to see us doing, put it there, but be patient, because we have a day job to fulfill. And also, if once you get into this, or maybe you're already very good in all these techniques and this stuff, and you would like to contribute, this is a community effort. So please reply to a video in the video description with the comments, and not the video description, but on the comments, and I will pick it up and establish a mechanism for the two of us to communicate, and we can create a video together. I'll give you full credit like I do with all the people that collaborate. But again, it's a community, and we hope that this is going to keep on growing and allows you to learn at home techniques and set up a lab that will serve you for many years to come.